Look at that, I'm on the hunt for 47, boys, come on. Look at, oh man, that's great. So this thing here, don't need this anymore. That was my old University of Bath parking permit, officially out of date. Guys, good morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the day of the video doing. How's it going today? Today we got into work in like 20 minutes flat, so I'm just going to talk to you here for like a brief, I say brief, I mean like literally less than a minute. What's going on today? Got up, got ready, headed on into work. Today we should be finishing off JSF and moving on to web services, which I believe is more like web APIs and things like that, I think. But who knows? Either way, it's time to go in. So, let's have a good day. It's going to be a busy day today, boys. We're going to be literally rushed off our feet. Home, and I'm still on the same miles to the gallon. I'm aiming for 47. I'm aiming for it. I'm going to get there. I'm literally coming home. I'm like, the car, sit. Be frugal on the petrol. I'm going to go to shit though later because we're going to drive. Well, one, we're going on the motorway. I doubt we're going to be able to keep that little petrol usage out on the motorway. And two, we are going to be going out tonight, going towards town to pick up my suitcase, which involves city driving. Oh, I thought it was going to just recognise me. Fierce then. Which involves city driving, which is problematic. Because I don't know who's driving actually. It'll be me or Laura. Because one of us is going to have to drive around the block. So I assume that's going to be me, but I don't know. Otherwise though, it is time to sort out my daily vlog, so I'm going to have to quit talking before I tell you about the rest of my day. Where's it gone? There it is. But you need to get here so I can copy some files into you. And the video is rendered and on its way up to YouTube right now. Past couple of days I've been having some issues with YouTube. Like, it hasn't been sharing my videos to either subscription feeds or Twitter, bizarrely. I don't get why. Like, subscription feeds are notoriously known for being broken 95% of the time, but Twitter works, man. As well, ladies and gentlemen, because one of the worst thing that happened for that, was fucking 5-year video anniversary. Notoriously known, those kind of videos, for getting significantly more views than normal because they're landmark milestone videos, and it had less views than a fucking normal 10-minute, like 6-minute me ramble about kind of what I've been doing at work. Jeez Louise. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, what's been going on today? Today at work, I finished off my JSF tutorial. I moved on to web services, and it's weird what we're trying to do. I obviously know what web services are, and I've made some before, some WCFs, in the Windows world, but obviously not the thingy world. And I feel like the company at some point in the past decided that it would be a good idea to base their entire business around a certain framework that isn't very good. Like, we seem to use Spring, which I understand is a bigger framework than is normal in the world that I know, because there aren't many frameworks that just like envelop everything. But Spring, we use it to do everything, like absolutely everything under the sun. We're like, well, Spring has a version of it, so we'll use that. Like, no. And the problem with half of it is we don't even do the modern version of the Spring. It's all like XML files, and it's hideous. So it's not great at all. And I have no idea what I'm doing in this tutorial. I have no idea at all. I'm just trying to figure it out. Literally today was spent trying to figure it out, and I also went through and refactored half of the code. Half of the tutorials tell you to put code in certain areas and it doesn't make sense, so I've moved them all into areas where it does make sense. That's fun, but yeah, otherwise that was that. Lunchtime, I spent some time working on my project. I'm trying to figure out, I've decided obviously from yesterday's discussion that I'm just going to write it, and we'll worry about that kind of stuff later. It's built so that I could move to a thingy services at some point in the future. That's not my aim. My aim is to get it so it works in like MVP, my minimum viable product. That's what I've got to concentrate on at the moment. So that's what I'm looking at. The problem I have is when I want to start putting multiple... My main problem is with dependency stuff. Because my command line... My dependency injection, this is the thing I don't get. I'm trying to figure out a way of doing this so that my command line doesn't reference everything in the sun. Like, it's basically turning into a core, because it even references the core. It's weird, because the dependency injection initializes all of the stuff when it starts. So when the command line's invoked, when it's like program static main, as soon as that's hit, that's when you're supposed to do it. And you're supposed to do it whenever a project begins. So as soon as the program starts, it begins, right? So how does that work when I move into the next project? Is the dependency injection stuff supposed to live in command line, even though this is a completely separate project? And in my world, I want to be able to rip apart I want to be able to take the command line away at some point, put it back on again, put a different one back on. I want to be able to put a web front end on. Like, my services, my individual services, should be in charge of themselves. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that, in short. Because obviously the command line will need a reference to itself. Like, it'll need a reference to the core's main controller. That's it. That's all it needs, because it just calls into it. The main controller then can reference all of the others. So that's not really an issue. But that then needs its own thing. The core, I need to figure out how the core starts. Does the core start? Does the command line invoke it? I'm trying to separate that out, is what I'm trying to say. So that's what I was investigating. I was adding a project in that would, in theory, manage all of this. But I'm also starting to think that it potentially could have, because it's going to have to reference the advantage I have of the command line. Nothing references the command line. The command line references the core and the main project, but nothing references the command line, because nothing passes anything back to it at any point. Well, okay, no, it returns it back, but it's just a simple return. So it doesn't have to, the core doesn't have to reference back, so I haven't got a circular dependency. So how do I have a project that can see absolutely everything, and each individual project can call it? I don't think it's possible. Unless I have, on top of my command line project, I have a separate project that references everything, and that's like my startup project, and that's where I have the static main in. It's really weird. It's really weird to wrap my head around. So that's what I'm thinking about. Otherwise, I'm kind of just waiting for Laura to get back so that we can have dinner. We've got a busy night tonight because I've got to go get a suitcase. We're thinking about prepping the car. Laura's got to go for a run. So it's all go, 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 go. And it's go, 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 go. Laura's now running around the block. And I am going to go to Devlins. Here we go. I thought it was on this floor. And now we wait. Also, that door doesn't close properly. So if you ever want to steal out, I think that they'd leave the wheels sticking out the bottom of this, wouldn't you? Jesus. Laura's going to be driving on any part of this road at any given moment in time. I've got to flag her down. It's going to be fun. It's all good, I can see her. Blimey, ladies and gentlemen. So, suitcase just there. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. My old suitcase is there. That's broken. So, I feel like it's full though, it's full of shit. So, guys, I came back and washed, we finished a whites wash. Oh, sorry. We had dinner, did a whites wash, went out to go get a suitcase. We also got some petrol and did our tyres ready for the motorway, because the manual says different tyre pressures for the motorway. I don't know how much difference it makes, but I did it anyway. So yeah, that's that, and tyres. Came back, and I've just literally been rushed off my bloody feet. We've been back for like an hour and a half. Laura's gone for a run. She'll be back anytime soon as well. Hung up the whites wash, changed the bed clothes, done a bedding wash, waiting for the wash to finish so I could air it. I've also packed my bag, emptied the thingy, packed my clothes for the weekend, and also packed away the washing that was already on this. Whew. I'll be able to rest my little tootsies at some point. Yes, I'm not going to be able to pack everything for tomorrow, because most of it's going to be in this bag, or the bag that I want to pack I'm taking with me to work, so I'll have to do the rest of it tomorrow. But it's bloody been go, 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 and I'm just waiting for this now. This thing is taking forever. A bloody washing machine. Oh, my hands feel dry as well. But though, since that's now done, I don't mind Debenhams thing. Oh, there's my delivery notice thing. For me, suitcase. But right, okay, I can chill now. I can chill out for a little bit until it's go, go, go again. Got to figure out how to take everything home. Oh, and the longboard's in the car as well. Because I'm going to be taking it with me to Nottingham, and also thinking about showing Tom it tomorrow at work. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for bed. Laura came back and we watched the news and a couple of YouTube videos, and then Laura headed on. We had Graham out, and then Laura headed on out to go to bed, and I have been pottering down here. That's the Lakeland catalogue. I wasn't reading that, it just happens to be there. Then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been working on some things for my projects, mainly like structure stuff. I was having some problems with references and things. I was talking earlier in this video about how I should manage the dependencies and stuff. I've pulled them out now, so they're in their own project. So there is an entire project that's used as the entry point for the command line. When I have a web front end, the web front end will be in charge of doing that kind of stuff. And in theory, these things will be pulled out to separate services. I don't know how that will work. It's not necessarily important for what I need to do. But anyway, so I pulled that out, tried to reference things up, and then I had circular dependencies. It was really strange. I'm like, I don't have any circular dependencies, but NuGet kept falling over. Turns out that NuGet, the way NuGet looks for things, I had a project called Core, because it was the core of the platform. And I had it in the other one, but in the last one it was called project name.core. This time it was just called Core, because I'm like, you know what, I'm going to change all of my things so they don't have project name in the title, so I can just shorten them all down. It's going to be much better. No, it's not, because if there is a NuGet package that has the same name, i.e. Core, then it fucks things up, it fucks shit up big time. It took me ages to spot that, and there's 3 Google hits with the answer on. So fixed that, renamed all my projects, rejigged everything, got everything up and running again. That means having to change a couple of settings on team services in the cloud so that I can do compilations and Git works and all that kind of stuff. I merged up to the master branch now that the command line's done, and now I'm moving on to the old core, no, not the old core, the main project, which has been renamed to platform. I'm thinking about changing it to process now. It just never changes, does it? It just absolutely never changes. No, it shouldn't be process, it's platform. It's platform because this is the entry point platform. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. And then now I can start forging forward code. The platform is pretty fucking simple. The platform sounds so crap. Process, I might sleep on that, I might change it, I don't know. But yeah, otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today's video. Tomorrow, it's going to be a long day. We've got work, and then we're coming back here, and then we are heading on out. We're going to come back and fully pack stuff up. We're going back to Nottingham for the weekend. You should be able to have this video on time, I believe, and then otherwise I'm going to be trying my hardest. I'm on my laptop, so I should. Even so, we're not gone for long, so if I do fall behind, it will be very temporary. Yeah, it'll be the Friday. I'll be 1 day behind max. But I should be able to put a video out, to be honest with you. So that shouldn't be a problem. Otherwise, work hopefully will be okay. Hopefully I can figure out this tutorial and just have a bit of a challenge. I'm finding it difficult to be motivated for these tutorials because this is not challenging, but it's tedious. So I'm not feeling stretched, and I'm not finding it very interesting, and I've been contemplating what that means to me. Should I say this kind of thing? We do honesty here. I've been think it through, Jamie. Think it through. No. What I'm going to say roughly is when you're doing things that aren't that interesting, i.e. tutorials, it's very easy to look at things and not really like it, or see things as worse as they are, or imagine a world where it would be better. And I've kind of come to the point where I feel like nothing will be perfect, because perfect is running my own company. And I'm working on that in my part-time. I've just got to get to the point where I can do that before I can do that, if you know what I mean. So I think it's easy to look at these tutorials and go, I just don't care about this because I care so much about this. And it's important to try not to let the fact that I would rather spend a full, not to let the fact that I want to go almost full time into developing this thing, try not to let that get in the way of learning new things and enjoying the things that I'm doing at the moment. So I think it's quite difficult. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get off. Thank you very much for watching. It's late. It's 1:30. My belly's rumbling though, so I should eat something before I go to bed, because I'm supposed to go to bed and empty your stomach, are you? Right, I'll catch you later.